I learned about this guy here, Dan Wootton, from following Johnny and Amber, and as you probably know, Dan wrote not such nice things about Johnny in The Sun. False allegations, in fact, but now Dan's got allegations out against him, and the thing is, they don't look so false, but time will tell. Now, before I start, I gotta say, news on Dan was coming out every couple of days, but now it's slowed down, and I'm not sure what's going on. The Byline Times was mainly covering it, told us it will not stop, but now it's been over a week, so we shall see. What I've been doing is going back to things I've missed, and this is something I missed. It's from Express, and it's called Carol Vorderman and Dan Wootton Row Explodes as GB News Star Blasts Back at Karma Jibe. It's a little older, from July 18th, 2023, but it isn't ancient. So this person, Carol Vorderman, is a broadcaster and a media personality, and it seems she wrote a book or two or something like that. So I'm sure more famous over there in the UK than she is in the States or like Japan where I am or something like that. So basically someone in the biz with Dan. Carol Vorderman has aimed a jibe at Dan Wootton following claims he was the mastermind behind a cache for SEX UAL images catfishing scandal. The GB News presenter addressed the claims on his show tonight, claiming he is the victim of a smear campaign. We've been through that quite a few times. Dan's just saying it's political. I didn't do it. Blah, 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 blah. Of course. Carol Vorderman took aim at Dan Wootton on Twitter today following claims the GB News star hid behind fake online identities to trick scores of men into revealing compromising material. Now Twitter's known as X. Just, had to say. They do mention Carol's got 835,000 followers, which isn't bad. I mean, sometimes you see these news people, not so known, with like 100K or maybe even 400K, so 800,000 plus ain't bad. And she said, Karma isn't a bitch today. She's a strong, smiling queen. All right, kind of stylish. Thank you, Byline Times. Give them a follow. There may be more. And as we know, there was more, and there still should be more. And that more was actually some evidence they put out there that Dan used the same password for multiple accounts, including some accounts he used when dealing with these people. They go on to add some details that Dan offered sums up to £30,000. I think that's like $40,000, not exactly sure, something like that. And they mentioned Dan fought back in tears. Okay. They go on to say he strongly denied the allegations, which we knew, of course. One thing I talked about here very recently, maybe a video or two ago, is that the media doesn't always like calling out their own. Journalists report on everything about everybody, except you don't really see so much reporting on when journalists do things bad. And I guess that's because they just want to defend their own. But here, we've got someone who is in the biz calling out Dan Wootton, which is a nice thing to see. So, I mean, that goes to show she's pretty confident she's got nothing to hide. Having said that, yeah, I understand why they wouldn't want to call out each other. It's like magicians who don't want other magicians to show how the tricks are done. I get it. However, if really bad things are done for the sake of everybody and justice, they should be called out. Anyway, quick report here. Just one more semi-famous person I saw calling out Dan, so I figured, gotta cover it. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad about it, but I'll get over it. See you next time.